All right, so we're diving into Beyond the Horizon today. It's a movie script, right? About humanity searching for a new home out in the vastness of space on this planet, Kepler 98, hundreds of light years away. Pretty ambitious. We'll be taking a look at the whole thing, the whole script. Not just, what happens, but what it all means.
It's a fascinating premise.
Hmm.
What really struck me is how it goes beyond just the technical stuff like spaceships and stuff. It digs into the psychology, the society, what it would really be like to encounter a truly alien world,
Hmm.
like a huge thought experiment.
Totally. And it all starts in Act I when the settlers first land on this Kepler 98. The script describes it as, well, just stunning. Shifting colors in the sky, a feeling of lighter gravity. Can you imagine stepping onto a planet where the sky's like a kaleidoscope and you practically float?
It'd be sensory overload for sure.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, a day on this planet is 36 hours long. Our whole concept of time, how we're wired, our biology, our culture, everything gets messed up.
Hmm.
You have to wonder, what would that do to our sleep, our work? Would we even experience reality the same way?
It's like the worst jet lag imaginable, but permanent. And that's not even mentioning the alien life, which the script describes as, well, beautiful and bizarre, like totally different from anything we've ever seen, reminds you that life, as we know it, might be just one tiny little way of doing things in a universe of possibilities. But amidst all this wonder, these settlers have to, survive. They start adapting crops, building these super strong houses to withstand, like, crazy magnetic storms. And for a while, there's this feeling of, like, everyone working together.
Yeah, hardship often brings people together, even in the strangest places.
Mm.
It's that need we have to connect, to cooperate, especially when we're facing something we don't understand, like necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Right.
But in this case, necessity is also the mother of community.
You're right. But of course, like with any new frontier, the initial excitement eventually fades and the reality sets in. And that's when things take a turn. In Act Two, we find out that the atmosphere, while breathable, it starts to have a weird effect on people's minds. Vivid dreams, emotions going haywire, their sense of time gets warped. This paradise they found is starting to feel more like a pressure cooker, but for their minds.
It's a question of how adaptable we truly are, right? We think of adapting to a new climate, a new diet, but what about adapting mentally to a place that messes with your very perception? The script explores the darker side of this, showing how the settlers' fears, their anxieties, even their prejudices, it all gets amplified in this strange environment.
Like the planet itself is testing them, pushing them to their limits. Could we even stay sane in a place so different, so fundamentally alien?
And it's not just about individual sanity either. It impacts their social dynamics. Arguments break out, sides are taken, and this colony that was once unified starts to fracture. Can our social structures, even our ideas of right and wrong, survive such a dramatic shift?
It's like looking at a distorted reflection of humanity. And then there's a scientific discovery that explains it all. Kepler 98's magnetic field is messing with their brains. It's like a sci-fi explanation for all the weirdness, which I thought was pretty clever.
Yeah, it adds a whole new layer to the idea of adaptation. It's not just that the settlers are trying to adjust, the planet itself is shaping their minds. Could be even influencing their evolution. Big questions about free will come up. If the environment can change how we think, how we feel, what does that mean for our choices, our agency?
That's a whole other deep dive right there. But just when you think it can't get any weirder, Act 3 throws us a curveball. It turns out Kepler 98 isn't just a planet, it seems to be intelligent. Like, it's communicating with the settlers through their dreams, through strange events that can't be explained.
This is where the script ventures into, I don't know, almost metaphysical territory. That age-old question, are we alone? But what if the life we encounter isn't out in space, but right here in the planet itself?
Imagine a planet that speaks to you through your dreams, through your emotions. The line between what's real and what's in your head, it blurs completely.
Exhilarating and unsettling, all at the same time. The settlers are faced with a choice. Is this intelligence a threat, something to be feared? Or is it an opportunity, a guide, maybe even the key to their survival on this alien world?
Talk about a tough decision. And, as you might imagine, the colony is split. Some people, clinging to Earth and their memories, see the planet's influence as hostile, like it's manipulating them. Others, those more open to this new reality, they see it as guidance, an invitation to adapt in ways they never could have back on Earth.
And, it reflects those same tensions we see here on Earth. Tradition versus progress, fear versus curiosity. holding on to the past or embracing the possibility of something entirely new.
Makes you think, if we encountered an alien intelligence, would we be open to its message? Or would we get in our own way, unable to understand, to connect? Maybe we're not so different after all.
That's the question that really sticks with you, even after the script ends. Maybe our biggest challenge as individuals, as a species, isn't crossing the vastness of space, but bridging the divides within ourselves, within humanity. The walls we put up against the unknown, the wondrous, the things that are different from us.
So much to think about already, and we've only just scratched the surface. We'll be back to explore the final acts of Beyond the Horizon and all the fascinating questions it raises.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. So before we took a break, we were in the thick of it, right? This planet, there's not just a new world, but like it challenges how we see reality itself.
And how we see ourselves. Like this script, Beyond the Horizon, it's not just sci-fi, it's like a mirror held up to humanity. How we deal with the unknown, how we change, how we even define what it means to be human.
Yeah, and the big one, adaptation, keeps coming up. But it's not just, physically adapting. The settlers are struggling to adapt mentally, emotionally even, to this planet and its weird effects. It makes you think, how much are we willing to change? To fit into a new place? Do we cling to what we know, or do we, let go and become something new, even if it means losing part of who we were?
That hits close to home, even here on Earth. Think about the debates we have, like immigration, cultural differences, trying to balance tradition and progress. It's like Beyond the Horizon is playing out these real-world struggles on a cosmic scale.
Right, and that leads into another big theme, identity. Who are we when everything we know is different? Our environment,